are there any teachers or mentors you had that helped you think creatively as a student
Um,
or work collaboratively?
it is very interesting. Television writing is unique even amongst like screenwriting, because like movie writers work by themselves basically all the time, but in what my job is, I'm almost never on my own. Like, I'm with a group of like 10 other people. We're coming up with ideas all together. We basically come up with all of our stories together, and we will then pitch them to our whoever created the show, and the showrunner, she or he, will say like, I like this idea, I don't like this idea. Then we'll go back and then sort of refine it, and we'll spend about a week as a group coming up with the story. And then if the boss likes it, she might say, all right, this feels like an episode volley, why don't you go write an outline? Then I would go write an outline by myself for 3 days and come back in, and then we'd give it to the room, and then again all of us would read it and sit around together and talk about it. And you have to develop kind of a thick skin, because we're working pretty fast, and we need to say like, this part's not working, this part isn't funny, this part can be better, maybe we have to break the story a little better, like I'm losing interest around here. We do all of that. Then you take those notes. Then again, I leave and I'm by myself for like 5 days. I write a first draft, bring it in, and then you literally put it up on the screen, and we go line by line through the whole script. And everything you agonized over, we rewrite as a group. So it's a very collaborative process that you're working with everybody a lot, and you have to have a pretty thick skin, right, during it. Because if you don't have a thick skin, you're slowing it down, you'll get fired. No matter like
Right, yeah.
how good you are. So, okay, that's a long answer that I don't think I quite got to your question, which is like, how did you get set up for that? And I honestly think so much of it is just group dynamics. Like,
Right.
it's any extracurricular you've ever done. Anytime you've done a project in your room, even just being in the classroom and like reading, like, now's a time where I can like be a little bit of a smart aleck or not be a smart aleck because the teacher needs to get something done. The group dynamics of working with a lot of different types of people and doing clubs with your people, people who are all into the same things you are, like, all of that stuff is really, really important. And I will say furthermore, like, I've worked sometimes with people who are homeschooled, and I have nothing against homeschooling. They're horrible to work with because they've never developed those like group dynamic skills,
Right.
of like working with these other people. So like, I would say in a totality, like, everything I did growing up in Athens, and like all of the extracurriculars and working with other people who are not necessarily coming at anything from the same point of view from me, informs it all.
That's incredible.